For everyone saying you would, I'm not surprised. What's up, guys? That guy with a pencil here. Fun fact, I do to have it on me and keep it on me at all times. Hey, another fun fact. That's a tree. That's a tree. That's a tree. Hold on. That's a plant. It grew. It grew from the. It's like literally 3 days old, if that. I'm still not sure how much time has passed. Like, legit, time has clearly passed. It's been days that have passed in the universe, but like I have no idea how much time has passed. But like, that's a tree. We don't even know how much biological function it has. But y'all are screaming wood. Not as in Micah, I've seen it. I never heard a single thing about Boruto no Moegi. But suddenly the bodysuit comes out and y'all go feral. I'd say be ashamed of yourselves, but I know y'all aren't. I'd say be better, but I know y'all. I'm messing around with y'all. But let's talk about the color design. Once again, I hate the feet. I know it's getting to a point where like y'all know how much I hate the feet, but I can even see that Ikimoto doesn't like the feet that much. Because look at how much he covered them up and changed them and like turned them into heels. But those are still feet. Those still, and like, no, I know you are supposed to have some sort of arch in your heel. It's actually literally like biologically bad to be flat-footed. Like, hold on. I'm not going to show my feet because I'm scared. In fact, I've already worn this one down a lot. To the point where, do I even show this on the camera? But essentially, if you'll notice, like, in a lot of your shoes, or anything that you put your feet in, unless it is, like, literally a flat flip-flop, there's gonna be, like, arch support, because your feet are supposed to be arched. Like, you're not supposed to be flat-footed. It's not, like, horrific, but you're not supposed to be that way. So I get it, but, like, realize, that's her foot. The little skin you see back here that goes sharpens to a point in this, that's not a heel that she's wearing. That's her foot. Now picture your own feet looking like that. Just massage your giga brain about that. Put it in the mind. Put it in the foot. Think about that. A little bit nasty, ain't it? That's why I hate these feet. And it's so unnecessary. They are literally human in every other way, shape, and form. And before y'all get freaky, talking about, oh, you want the heel feet to wrap around? No! Or you want the heel feet to go? No! You freaks. This is not Dandadan. We cannot just call it Boruto 2 Blue Freaks and nothing would change. No! It's just weird. But enough about the feet for now. Because we saw Ryu feet though. It's so strange. It's so strange. I just don't like it. And even though I'll admit, I'm somewhat, like, especially as I've been thinking more and more about Boruto on the side, I'm planning some videos for it. But, like, especially, I get why they look like Frieza now. Because, like, the divine trees and the Ten Tails and, like, obviously those Tsuki, they're all alien. And, like, Frieza is, like, the alien of Dragon Ball. Like, of course, we do have others that appear before Frieza. The Saiyans, obviously. But, like, the Saiyans are just humans with tails. And even after, like, the Saiyan saga, they no longer have tails. So, legitimately, Frieza is the archetypal alien of Dragon Ball. If you're going to reference the idea of alien, you'd go with Frieza in terms of the anime and manga sense. So lastly, in order to represent the whole, human, alien, weird, hybrid things, you leave the feet to show that these things are still innately alien despite how humanoid they appear. But obviously, they still have their off-brand skin tone, not off-brand skin tone, just like the very clearly non-human skin tone, and then the Rinnegan eyes. Like, clearly, they still have their own things that identify them as not human. They identify them as tree. But still, I hate it. Just because I understand it now more, going off that interpretation of it, like, doesn't mean I have to like the feet. And doesn't mean I ever will like the feet. I will be the feet's greatest op to the day it ends. I will love this plot. I love Yura. I shouldn't call him Yura, because we have another Yura. I love Jura. But, like, his feet. But, of course, the rest of the design, ignoring the feet, it is a fine design. It's a fine design. Admittedly, I'm not exactly sure what this is meant to be. Like, I think, obviously, it's a reference to the whole flower motif. Obviously, Moegi, and by proxy, her clone Matsuri, are wood-style users. So I think the idea of it being, like, the cloak that she wears being a fancy, almost four-way flower petal is a neat design detail. I do like that. I don't necessarily get the horn motif here, though. I'm guessing it's supposed to reference, I think Moegi has her, like, tufts of hair. But still, it's very, like, it gives it a, a jester feel, which is weird. I mean, like, maybe that's supposed to be her role, I guess. But I guess you could also, like, read them as antenna, and she's supposed to be, like, the information gatherer. She's gathering all the information from the earth and the soil and stuff like that in order to figure out stuff. I don't know. It's a design that I understand, but, like, I'm not overall the biggest fan of. But, hey, it still is a design, and I do like that it's, I do like that it is so, like, stand out. Like, you would notice this immediately just because of the contrast of the deep black and then the bright purple pinkish flower cloak thing is, like, did she have to make this, or was she born with that too? Because notably, we know all the black parts are stuff that the Shinju can teleport through, but, like, the extra parts of their fit, were they born with, I forget, are they born with that too? I mean, Hidari came back in clothes, but that may just be, like, you know, narrative, what's the word? Narrative convenience. But enough of that. Let's not waste any more time, and let's hop right in the chat. I have wasted 5 minutes talking about feet and character design, bro. Let's hop into chapter 18. Only babble in your sleep. Interesting. Let's see. Boruto 2 Blue Vortex. Oh, so Mirai. I've said it before, and I will say it again. I do not care. It's so funny. I angered the couple of Sumiri fans out there. Like, Pencil, how dare you? How dare you slander her? And I'm like, let me know when she joins Scene 7, dog. But let's see. Tick tock. But once again, I do. It's like she gonna be a tree. Oh, actually no. She gonna be a tree. She gonna be a tree. She's gonna have to turn to a tree. I'm smelling it. Especially with the way Matsuri and KONOHAMURU's thing has been handled. She gonna be a tree. I'm telling you. And she very specifically right now is Amado's assistant, because that's how we learned. It was through her connection with him that we learned that Amado's like, hey, I can see the future, Loki, and aka I know something's not right here, because of the scientific data. We know that because she was talking with him and trying to interrogate him on that. But let's see. Tick, 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 tick. Beep, boop, beep. Really? Only a 4-digit code? I mean, there are many 4-digit codes, but interesting that Amado would have such a short code. You think a guy like him would have, like, one of those 25-digit ones, or even, like, an alphanumeric. Let's see. Tick, whoosh, tick, down. Oh! Did Kawaki know the code? Well, actually, he can shrink. He probably just... That's a crazy, like, we don't really think about, like, how broken shrinking would be, but, like, if you were able to shrink down and keep all your mass, actually, that is pretty dangerous. Like, it's why Ant-Man is viable at all as a superhero, not even when he's small, because, like, just imagine a full-grown man, like, solid 200-something pounds, well, average weight is 180, but, like, even a 180-pound man tackling you, but instead of tackling you at full size, where the impact is least distributed, he drop kicks you, and he's the size of a pin. He's breaking some. Let's see. Darn. Boom. Said, hey, so, my bro that I absolutely stole the entire life of. Yeah, that guy, he whooped me. Whooped me atrociously. Whooped me deviously. In fact, I'm still in pain right now. Unlock me. Let's see. Why? Kawaki? Relax, Samurai. I'm totally sane. May look at that violent, but we're just having a talk. I do like how he has to rationalize that. He's like, don't worry. I'm not crashing out. Not fully. I'm crashing out partially. But only partially. You know what I'm saying? Like, so baby, don't worry. Chill. It looks a little rough. But we're just playing patty cake. Very aggressive patty cake. And my hands are the size of his entire body. Let's see. But we're just having a talk. At this point, I don't care that you've been tinkering with my body like it's a toy. However, that ends now. I'll decide things from here on. I mean, that sounds nice. But, like, I'd still say Amado has the most of the... I mean, obviously, because, like... But then again, Amado can still lose his life, right? Like, ultimately, Kawaki can be like, fine, you know, let's... And just crush him if he really needs to. But the thing is, that would be such a net loss for Kawaki. Not only would he not be able to unlock his full potential, but then also the Leaf would lose a huge asset. It would cause a lot of domino effects. And I still say that Amado has more leverage here because he's the one in control, right? Like, threaten him all you want. But especially considering he's the one who has to make the modifications to your body to presumably, as he puts it, change my settings, as I see him say. It could literally just be the case where Amado's like, okay, I'll change your settings. Hard shut down! But though obviously he still needs him in order to restore his daughter. Let's see. Change my settings. Amp up my offensive power to the max. If you won't, then you're of no use to... Oh! So yeah, Kawaki's like, man, forget this village. Forget any reasoning. I don't even care if I'm locked in my current settings. I will take your life. Let's see. If you won't, then you're of no use to me. It'll kill you. Kawaki! I'm not kidding. Look into my eyes. You see that, right? Yeah. Like, I'll admit, If there's one thing I'll give Kawaki, he does not seem like a guy who bluffs. I would hate to play any sort of card game against Kawaki. I would be 100% confident. If he does anything and he's like actively locked in, yeah, I believe him. He'd have the meanest poker face because he always looks angry. Let's see. You see that, right? Oh, okay. So you let him go. You let him breathe. Oh, well, temporarily. Choose your answer carefully if you want to keep living. Oh, well, that's a well, thank you guys so much for watching. That goes. Well, I'm sorry. It's just a really quick title drop. Like, darn, we're barely 5 pages in. Let's see. Only babble in your sleep, Kawaki. Probably like, is this just like a shutdown code? I'm guessing. Boom. Yeah. Okay. That's the thing, right? Like, he had all the leverage because like he made you, bro. Like, obviously not literally, as far as we know, but like he made you, bro. He biologically restructured you himself. He got everything. He got it. Like, he's got you. He does not have to help you. Like, Kawaki, you're talking bad spooky, dog, but the moment you let him talk, that was it. You're cooked. Interesting, though. So that's just a biological shutdown code. Only babble in your sleep. Darn brat. A failsafe? Just like with Delta. An emergency shutdown code. I mean, of course, I'm no scientist, but like, especially if my creations were massively stronger than me. Honestly, if I could, obviously, once again, I'm no scientist. If I could, I'd literally make it so I could think it and then shut down. Because I'll never know when my voice gets compromised. Especially if it's like specifically voice activated to me. Like say how like some things they're voice activated, but you can't like generally say them. I know like certain phones you need to say their activation code with the owner of the phone specific voice. And you can't just say the activation code if you're anybody. It will only respond to that specific voice. That could be an issue. What if your voice changes, even slightly in pitch, or you can't speak that day? I would see, especially with how advanced the motto is and how, like, obviously advanced science is in the ninja world, I would legit be like, okay, if I think this phrase in relation to the opponent or to the thing I created, they'll shut down. Because Kawaki could have just choke them out. Obviously, you needed them to speak, though. Let's see. Or just have them nod, but let's see. A failsafe, just like with Delta. An emergency shutdown code.
Ugh. You have impeccable timing, Samira. Can you help me move him?
So the question is he actually gonna awaken his full potential? I mean, like, at this point, no reason not. With the Shinju running around, I think you want to have as much firepower as possible. It's just the way, like, I'm not sure if Amado was watching Kawaki get diffed, but like, I hate to say, Kawaki needs all the help he can get. Right now, Kawaki, he's not. It sounds so mean saying he's not Himothy, but Kawaki, you're not Himothy right now, bro. You need all the support you can get. Oh, he's EP. Well, not EP. He's literally knocked out.
You help me move him?
Oh, and all right. So we're coming back to the Sand Village. But my poor son Ryu. Are they gonna attack him? Oh Lord. Oh Lord. No, she's gonna fumble the bag. I'm telling you, she's gonna fumble the bag. Let's see.
Ryu, meet Yodo, the girl on the left.
Oh wait. Wait a second. I need to take a sip. What is it? That's the issue with monthly manga. I forget. What is the Mitsuki voice? Shoot.
Ryu, meet Yodo, the girl on the left, and the blonde with the blade is Aria. Aria.
That means something. I feel like I did this before. Am I thinking of a different word? Aria. So that name means something to me. Let's see.
Hi there.
Yeah, she's looking mad angry. Oh, Ryu, my glorious son. See, y'all want to get y'all freak on with Matsuri. I want to adopt Ryu. He seems like he'd be a great son. He seems like he'd be a great son. I get exactly why Gara adopted Shinki. If they have at all the same personality, Ryu, that'd be I'd adopt him. I'm like,
is it my imagination, or is she totally glaring at me?
You did eat her boy? Maybe. I legit, like, if Yodo and Aria were in part 1, I do not remember them. And of course, I haven't done my Boruto reread, and I definitely didn't watch the anime. But like, I genuinely do not remember either of these two characters at all from part 1. I barely remember them now in part 2, even though they're clearly gonna be key to fumbling the bag. But I, like, genuinely, I have no idea what the character dynamics and relationships are in the sand right now. Let's see.
Or is she totally glaring at me?
Oh, sorry. She's shy. It takes her time to warm up.
Tone it down, Yodo. You're not a kid anymore.
That is true. Like, you are a full-grown adult ninja. Like, I mean, I get it. Humans gonna human at all times with humans. Like, it just be like that when it be like that, especially, when it be like that. But it's not like, come on. Like, especially, I don't know. They presumably know these things are unbelievably powerful. Like, slaughter them all in an instant if they feel like it powerful. Like, blink a bijou bomb at you and eradicate you from reality kind of powerful. Even if they had eaten my best friend, I'd be like, hi, nice to meet you. You look kind of familiar. Who is your bait? Well, maybe I won't even ask the question. I'd just be very, very careful. You know? Like notably, in our world, all humans are somewhat relative. You would be shocked what a person who's 100 pounds soaking wet, hopped off 100 pounds, 5 foot, well, maybe 5 foot's too light for 100 pounds. Let's say 120 pounds, 5 foot, soaking wet could do when they're hopped up on adrenaline to a guy who's twice their size. I've seen it in public, and I've seen it on video. People can pull off crazy feats. But in this universe, you will legit actually get one-tapped. So do not mess with my son. He already was ready and willing to vaporize you. I promise you that. Let's see.
And that's the situation.
Oh, wait, no, she's tough.
And,
I can't, one, I can't do female voices to save my life. So this is going to sound horrible. And two, I really don't know how to do a female voice in this context. Like, I don't know how to blush on command or at all, really. And, like, I don't know. Typically, and this is fun lore fact about Pencil. If I ever am romantically interested in somebody, I just lose the ability to speak. Or at least I used to. I've gotten better now. But I've never been one to, like, either struggle. I've either struggled immensely with expressing romantic opinions, or I just don't express them at all. Like, now in the modern day, if I actually like somebody, I'll just be completely normal and flatline. I may throw a hint or a jab here or there, but, like, other than that, I ain't good nor very direct. So I'm very bad in that sense. But let me try to hit this one real quick.
and, that's the situation. What do you think?
Oh, well, I don't know if I get it completely, but at least you seem fine physically. And your color's good.
Is it? Like, I don't know. Whenever I look at the Shinju, I mean, I guess she's less gray than the other ones. Like, the other ones, they're very specifically a very light gray. She's much more, but it's still, it's off, which is perfect. Like, obviously, Ikemono's doing it for a reason, but, like, it's off. I'm not even sure what like color or like reference to give it. It's like a weird. It's just slightly off what I would personally use for like a generic human skin tone. But obviously that's purposeful. So I don't know. But I guess once again, reference to the triple. Her color is good. Let's see.
Move. But at least you seem fine physically, and your color's good.
I have no idea why. But for whatever reason, it seems like I
was
super nervous. Like, I was super nervous. But as we talked, I started feeling more and more normal. How could that be?
You do, like, I don't know. I'm trying to think. It's like, I don't know. I've definitely changed a lot as I've gotten older. But it is easier. Even, and this is just like a general thing, the more you communicate with someone, the less and less awkward time. Well, it depends. Some people do just typically stay awkward. I have friends who I've known for years who still speak to me like we've just met. I don't know why, but I know in most cases, the more and more you communicate with somebody and the more and more you connect to them, like, it is easier. Whatever, like, social or emotional or psychological walls, they'll fall. Slowly but surely. So, like, I get it. Let's see.
How could that be?
Maybe because...
Yeah, see? I agree. Just like Konohamaru said.
Maybe because we just met. It's not uncommon.
I feel like I'm finally my true self. I'm really enjoying talking to you.
I'm waiting for... Because, like, notably, love bites are a thing. And, like, apparently they're the two things I know where like, people... Where humans will respond, like, will not go into explicit detail. But I know people who bite people on both sides, on any side. I've seen people bite people out of love and affection. And also, I've heard of cuteness aggression, and I've seen it in action where people just be like, ah. So I'm waiting for that to kick in for Matsuri. Because, like, remember, her instinct is, of course, being muddled by Moegi's emotions for Konohamuru, but at the same time, her base instinct is so I'm not sure if she's going to pull a Hitari and just open up her arm and try and eat Konohamuru, or if she's just going to straight up unhinge her jaw like a snake, and it... Either way, I'm interested to see it.
I'm really enjoying talking to you.
I see.
You know what the sad thing is? Konohamuru himself, like, he's pretty dense, obviously, but this is also his, like, first time dealing with the fact that a childhood friend of his actually has emotions for him, because somehow he's thick enough not to notice that. And, you know, it is, like, sometimes it is hard to pay attention to the people closest to you. I mean, obviously large, like, direct changes, but especially if someone's trying to hide something from you, and they're close to you, and they're acting normal, or what your conception of them as normal is, it is actually pretty hard to notice certain things. You do have to sort of be an outside observer on occasion.
Let's see. I see. I guess that's a good thing, huh?
What did...
Not even Kun, she said.
Would it be okay if I called you Konohamuru-chan?
Bet you wish that was you, huh? There's one person that's specifically directed to, but I know there are a couple people I'm thinking of, but there's one person I saw in the comment, because they went out of their way to comment, I think, on the main review and on the community post the next day, where it was like, it was just wood, it was a much more dramatic version of wood, but I was like, you would with the wood style clone, would you? This is literally, there are 3 levels of wood. That sounds so wrong, but like, there's the wood as in the WOULD, there's the wood as in this is literally a tree person, and there's the wood as in the fact that she's a wood style user. You're going into 3 layers of wood with this character, y'all. Let's see.
Would it be okay if I called you Konohamuru-chan?
Yeah, yeah, okay, so now he's like going back and making things click, like, and you know, admittedly, I've sat there and been with people in those moments where I'm like, oh, you know, such and such likes you, right? Like I'm sick and tired of watching the two of you. It's actually getting annoying, and I'm not gonna be fake third wheeling anymore. Like, I keep coming to our hangout sessions, but it feels real awkward because, like, she really likes you, and you can see the gears like start to like his people, they'll do that. They'll like run through previous scenarios. Heck, even like I've seen it. Like when I remember when I confessed to this one person, like I could see the gears turning in her head, like this moment. Like, I get it. Let's see.
Hey, are you listening, Konohamuru-chan? Come look at me, Konohamuru-chan. Over this way, hurry. Konohamuru.
Oh, yeah, so this is all the different stages. Back when they were kids in part 1, this is likely in part 2, and then this in Boruto.
What's the matter?
That would be, that would be weird, though. Like, this again, me and my best, like, my best friend just calls me Mr. Pencil. And I call him Mr. Moon. Like we go by just straight up our last names most of the time. So, like, or just regular names. Like we don't actually have nicknames for each other, which is weird. Just considering with how long we know each other, you'd think we'd have like more elaborate nicknames. But for some reason, in the name department, we are very business. I don't know why. It's just how we are in particular. But even then, I call a lot of people by the last name. I always either go Mr. or Mrs. I blame it on how I was raised. But let's see. It would be awkward if like a clone, kind of like a 5-year-old or 5-day-old clone on my best friend, who could also wipe me off the planet in an instant, I guess, was like, hey, can I call you Mr. Pencil? I'd be like, I nod slowly, but be like, that's kind of weird. I wasn't thinking about the repercussions of this. It's kind of awkward. Let's see.
Well, what's the matter?
Nothing. Oh, what is this? Hey, so where is it? This clue that might lead to that Boruto guy. You said you saw something around here, right?
Oh, see, but the feet. I was vibing so much with you, son. But I can't adopt you. Not as long as you have those feet. Never mind. I take everything about adopting Ryu out the way. We'd have to chop off his feet and give him regular ones. They had to be prosthetics. Just give him regular feet. Sorry, Ryu. Sorry. Let's see. Oh, oh, right, we did, didn't we? You didn't think of that? Well, then again, they needed to convince him on the fly. But like, you could have like some sort of fake thing. Let's see. Oh, that would be. Uh-oh. Oh, but that's cool. He has the black sand. All right. Interesting that it, like, I'm not sure. Is his cloak itself, once again, kind of as a reference to how Matsui's cloak seems to be a flower? Like, is his cloak made of the black sand? And was he born with that? Or is he like just producing it from his chakra? Because like, obviously we know this may just be another like exaggeration or extrapolation on the Otsutsuki slash Ten Tails ability to just create things. Because maybe he's just making it out of himself. Or actually, no. I forgot. Once again, all the clothes they wear essentially allow them to transport things. So he's likely transporting the black sand from somewhere using the claw marks that cover his body or cover his cloak. Huh? All right, interesting. He has sand. Rio, what are you doing?
Oh, this? I'm spreading iron sand around. It's my detection ability. I learn a lot of things using it.
Oh, that's actually pretty cool though. Like, I don't know. Obviously I have my regular senses, but it always would be cool to have like a more exaggerated version of it. It's why I'm always so intrigued with like we are. It sounds so weird saying it, but we're like a predator species. That's why our eyes are front facing. But like, I can't see behind me. Let me do the whole hand thing. I think I've done this before, but like, I can no longer see my hands, even in my peripheral vision. But when I put them here, actually I can see my palms a little bit here. But like, now I kind of can't see my hands. I'd have to turn my eyes to do that. But like, herbivores or any species that has their side, or that is typically a prey species and has eyes on the side of their head, they can basically have 360-degree vision. So it is interesting to imagine having like further evolved senses. But you know, front-facing species where we aren't, we once were, but we are not prey species anymore. So we'll take it. Something about being a apex predator goes crazy. But let's see.
Well, I learned a lot of things using it. I'm gonna poke around this area a bit. If Boruto's anywhere nearby, I'll find him real quick.
Huh. He's not. So I'd say let him explore. Let him exaggerate. The only issue is like if the iron sand ends up touching either of them, like it depends on how much information the iron sand gives them. Like if it's just like physical information, like dust particles, and he can sense what comes in contact with the dust particles, that's one thing. But if he can like sense the intent and emotions behind the things that the dust particles come in contact with, then that'll be bad because he's gonna sense they're planning to murder him. We'll see. Uh-oh.
Huh?
Ah, okay. So it reacts to negativity and hatred. Oh, that's about the worst kind of thing that the sand can do in this moment. Yodo, you're actively a liability to the mission. Leave.
Vacate. Vanish.
Please. You're selling the bag so atrociously.
Huh?
But interesting that it stops around her. He doesn't attack her, but he's like,
Let's see. What a mighty bloodlust you've got, Ms. Yodo.
Interesting. Is that a thing? Why is it Ms? Like, it's not Miss as in MS dot. I was gonna say something else, but MS dot space or something. But it's Ms. Like, notably, maybe that's just how Viz translates stuff. Because like, Ms. Charmy is also translated as like Ms. in Black Clover, but that may just be a translation thing. I don't know. Let's see.
Ms. Yodo, I was right about you. Your bloodlust is off the charts.
Is he about to tweak out? Imagine he just offs her and is like, all right, that's it.
The rest of y'all seem cool. I don't know what's up with her.
Because I don't know, really. Aside from his feet, he seems like such a chill dude. Let's see. Don't let it bother you. I'm always like this. All of us ninja are. That actually is a smart thing to play into. Like, typically, because like that's the thing, especially with the whole idea of the daimyos and the like lords of the respective tribes. Because I always forget about that. I always think, oh, the Okage is the highest ranking of power in the village, so of course everything falls under their jurisdiction. But no, they do still answer to like the feudal lords of their area. So it doesn't click for me. But yeah, ninjas are tools of war. They're always, but then again, the thing about this is ninjas are not necessarily meant to give away their bloodlust, because especially in this universe, people can typically sense it. So you don't really want to be radiating that malicious energy, because people will be like, whoa, and then they'll attack you. Let's see.
Hey.
Wait, nope, darn it. I need to give, it's hard to give them, I want to give Mitsuki and Ryu different voices, but I feel like they're both weirdly in the same range for me. So let me see if I can put a little bit more, not gravel, but like a little bit, not a snake either. I'm trying to figure out what kind of voice I gave Mitsuki in the past and what I want to give him now. I think I gave Mitsuki Ryu's voice, But I like that voice for Ryu too much now because he's like my pseudo son. If we could just cut off his feet, but let's see. Hey, Ryu, can I ask you something? Yeah, I'll give it a bit more rasp. Konoha Village considers Boruto a criminal. That's why we're hunting him down. Why are you guys looking for him? Actually, this actually is a good question. Well, they want to eat him. They know that, but I guess Ryu's gonna be like, oh well, kind of want to eat him. It's kind of in my nature, you know. It's like the nagging feeling at the back of my mind that tears away at my very being. I just wish to devour him. You know, the regular. We'll see. Honestly, I don't totally understand it myself, but apparently he knows about too much stuff. He knows too much about stuff, like the thorn bulbs. Oh, Ryu, you baby, no, you're soft snitching. You're soft snitching. No, Ryu, no. That's interesting. But you know, I guess that's the thing. I respect Jiro on that though, where he's like, hey, I don't mind being it. Wait, he's not here, and we may not see this chatter, but I do want to hit. I just love the Jiro voice because it's just vexing. I'm a scientist. I'm a Shinju. Gathering knowledge is what I do. Yes, but ultimately, Jiro's like, I do not like the idea that they know how to take care of us at all. That's a little bit too scary. So while I would typically leave him alive, get rid of him. Get rid of him. I want to gather knowledge. They should not have that much knowledge about us. I get it. Like the thorn bulbs.
Thorn bulbs?
Yeah, a lot of other things too. He's become rather inconvenient for us. So Elder Jiro decided to kill him.
Interesting that he says. I mean, I guess maybe because they're like, Kawaki's a backup, but like, why? Like, maybe not, but like, defeat him and capture him. He's another Otsutsuki, and of course they have their actual proper human quote unquote desires to like devour their specific people, but like, wouldn't it be nice to have a backup? It's kind of like having food in your fridge, right? Like you may have, it's nice to have food in your fridge even if you know you're gonna go out to eat that day, or vice versa. It's always good to have the idea that you could go out and you have the money for food outside while you have food in your fridge that you're planning to cook. Like I wouldn't off Boruto, especially considering the way they'd likely off him is eradicating his entire body. I assume unless Ryu can't do a Bijou Bomb, like presumably if Boruto were to show up, Ryu would be like, oh, and he'd wink and Boruto's in direction and vaporize him if he saw him. So like, I don't know. I'd keep him around. He's pretty useful, especially considering he can't beat y'all. Like, it's kind of like how do I put this? How do I put this in a way that makes some sense? It's like leaving. No, I can't think of, because like in video games, mostly you slaughter mobs. You don't keep them around and let them live to tell the tale. But it's like, you know, someone's good at something, good enough to challenge you, and have use in order to make yourself better, but you know they can't beat you. Like, I have a homie who I typically beat in all the fighting games we play. But he's still good enough that, like, I know when I play against him, I'm going to get better. Like, he'll still make me better in some way, shape, or form. But that's the thing, it feels so weird, because, like, I don't ever want to off the guy. Like, that's still my homie. And he beats me in all, like, almost every other aspect. I only have him in fighting games. He beats me at Mario Kart. He beats me in, like, literally any other game we play. He's good at chess. The man's super talented. I don't know why he struggles a bit with fighting games. But other than that, it's interesting.
Thorn bulbs. I think.
Why would you say that? Why would you say that, Sarda? Why would you say that? Why are your characters so stupid? Why are you so stupid?
Thorn bulbs. I think I remember Boruto mentioning those. Hey, Ryu, maybe we can use one as bait to lure Boruto out. What do you think?
I mean, yeah, but you would have to. Like, I don't know. Even I know Ryu's naive right now, right? Like, that's the big point about this mission. Like, hey, they're literal deities, but they're also 3 days old. Trick them, deceive them. But like, even if because they are sentient, that's the thing. They're sentient and they have thoughts. So like, if I was with a new group of people and they seemed chill and they were suddenly like, hey, why don't you rip out your heart so we can lure out our enemy? I'd be like, why would I do that? I'll just hunt him. Like, like the most tame reaction I would have as Ryu is be like,
No, I don't think I will, because then I'd have to, like, either slaughter myself or slaughter one of my kind, so not into that.
and or my more innate reaction would be like, oh, you want to see me destroyed? Yeah, no, and I'd beat you, Mama. Let's see.
Oh, and of course we cut away. Like, Ryu's looking like, wait a minute.
Wait a minute, something's not clicking.
Well, let's see. Blink.
Hey, and he's back.
Don't flip out, Kawaki. Let's have a civil talk. Especially considering he may have nerfed you into oblivion, Kawaki. While you weren't babbling in your sleep, he may have nerfed you into oblivion. You may be a regular dude now. Let's have a civil talk. Ugh. I do hear your point. The divine trees definitely are a threat, and I did not foresee their emergence at all.
Which is crazy considering how much foresight Amado has. But then again, he may be lying.
I will have to modify your ability settings to a fully offensive power form in order to stand up to them.
And that's crazy. Once again, stand up to them. Not even beat them. Stand up to them. Golly.
But only on one condition.
Ah, it's his daughter. Yeah, we gotta restore her now. Let's see. Yep. She's still knocked out.
That's not Delta. He's a separate, fresh clone body. I prepared for a
Akabi? I'm not sure how to say the name.
I prepared for a KB to inhabit. A resurrection vessel.
So essentially he wants that data that Kawaki's carrying implanted into this fresh clone body.
Resurrection vessel. All I need for you is to implant this vessel with a karma, and my daughter can be reborn. Resurrection using a KB's data, which I added to your karma, will result in her existing in this world once more.
A copy of her. Like, I mean, I guess it's always the thing. Like, notably, I remember seeing this horrific. It was a comic. It was like a comic strip meme joke thing. But like, it was this horrific thing where, like, someone was teleported across the world, but in order to do that, they like deleted the original body, vaporized it, and then just made a new one. But then uploaded all the memories and information and personhood into that exact copy clone body which was across the planet. And they're like, what's wrong? We just teleported. But like, I don't know. Call it the human in me. I have very sentimental attachment to this current body I have. I know we get replaced 99.9% like year over year. And I know even the me from 5 years ago is nowhere near the same me as today. Like, there's likely not a single cell of me that was alive 5 years ago that is alive right now. But like, the continuity of myself as a person, I still can't imagine entirely destroying this body and getting me a new one, even if it was the exact same. And even if I was the exact same, that wouldn't be me. I'm too tied into the physical form that has been healing, regenerating, and restoring itself since forever. Like, even if I were to have my consciousness uploaded and then loaded into a new body, like, I would have died. Unfortunately, I'm very much in the whole idea of I am the body and the mind and the soul. So destroying the body is still in a way removing me. So yeah, I wouldn't really say she'd be existing. A copy of her data would be existing. That's close enough to your daughter, Amado. I guess for you. Let's see.
I failed at recreating her soul time after time. It's an act only permitted to gods.
But even then, we know the Otsutsuki aren't actually gods. They're species. So like, it's not an act really solely permitted to them. It's just they're to gods because they aren't gods. Shibai, he's weird. He's very weird. Let's see.
Everything I've done up until now, it's all been for this. This is my one and only purpose in life.
I want to believe that, Amado. I really do. But I still don't trust you as far as I can throw you. Let's see.
Help me achieve this divine feat, only possible via the karma. Please. I beg you. Kawaki.
For begging, you look mad casual, bro. Leaning on the wall, one hand in your pocket. You seem real chill about this. Let's see.
That's it. That's my condition.
Yeah. And you know what, Kawaki? You're real lucky he didn't like just implant some mind control in you, dog. He probably could have done it. Knowing about he literally manipulated the flesh of a dead deity. Or not a dead deity, a transcended deity in order to make cyborgs capable of soloing while Shippuden. Like majority of Boruto, my glorious King Daemon. But like still, you should be happy that he's even giving you the option to deny this. We'll see.
I'll say this again. If your revived daughter turns out to be no Otsutsuki, I will kill it. No exceptions.
Good luck, Mr. Only Babble in your sleep. I highly doubt that. But then, that would be interesting though. Can he? But like, would that make it Otsutsuki? Because the karma is typically only made to revive and restore Otsutsukis. But once again, it's modified, presumably. So like, maybe it really depends because it's karma. I guess it's like loading up a hard drive. So like, as long as the hard drive is human DNA, then technically it should be human. But then again, if the hard drive is plugged, but I don't know, because it's carrying human data and going into a human clone body. So maybe Maybe it's fine. Huh, I don't know. We'll see.
In the unlikely event KB truly happens to resurrect his Otsutsuki, fine. You can do as you please. Though I'll fight you with everything I've got.
Really? That's the thing. That's not your daughter, bro. Like, if she revives the Otsutsuki, that's just not your kid. Like, I don't know. I do not have kids, unfortunately. Well, I said unfortunately. I'm not in a financial place to have kids yet. But still, I don't have kids. And, like, hypothetically, if I did and I lost one of them, I still wouldn't, like, want to resurrect them. Or, like, make a clone bot for them or do anything. Or, like, resurrect them as they are. Because, like, that's not my kid anymore. My kid was a singular existence. It's gone now. It's unfortunate, but that's how it is. So I gotta keep it pushing. Interesting that Amado, a man of pure science, is so interested. But then again, I suppose that's the thing, right? All the sciences, all the progress, all the logic behind all those, they're fueled and ultimately spawn just in the idea of human nature and human interaction. Let's see.
You can do as you please. I'll fight you with everything I've got. Ugh. Mata, I can't accept your terms.
Oh, really? Why?
What? Powering me up comes first. I'm not interested in creating something that might become a new enemy right now.
That actually is true. It legit may not be safe. Especially, like, it really depends on what Akebi's mood is when she resurrects. Because I forget the context on how she died. I do not remember. But if she resurrects angry, and is actually a god, and just, like, one tap Kawaki, Amado, you're dead too. It could just be that. Let's see.
I might become a new enemy right now. Ugh. Kawaki, please. Just hear me out.
Too many people are being heard about over the tree. Amado, I think he's not hearing you out. Let's see.
Sequence of events is the issue. Look, I swear that I will implant a karma in that clone, on the premise that I might kill her right away, but only after all of our current foes are wiped out.
Nah, see, you could do both. He could fully upgrade you. You could plant the karma, double check if she's an enemy. If she's not, then offer. But the thing is, though, if you resurrect her, she comes back as an Otsutsuki, and she's real powerful, but she's chill, and you can gaslight her and gaslight, gatekeep, and girl pause her, like they're currently trying to do this. The Shinju people. I mean, Gilbert. Well, let's see.
Listen, Kawaki, you're currently endowed with a near immortal defensive and recuperative powers. If I redirect all that to offensive power, I can't guarantee your survival. If those freaks, those trees, manage to kill you, my dreams die too.
That is true. So you gotta gamble.
Hey. What I want isn't a guarantee of survival. It's the potential to kill them.
Couldn't you just train? Like, can't you still get stronger? Like, buddy, I feel like you have more potential than what you, even currently, with, like, the pseudo-immortality, I feel like you have more potential than what you know. And Amado, at the same time, like, sure, it's nice that he has those regenerative powers, but is he surviving a Bijou Dama to the face? Like, if his head explodes, is he really coming back from that, Amado? Let's see.
So quit worrying about my welfare, Amado.
He's not worrying about your welfare. He's worrying about your welfare. Well, he's worrying about his daughter's welfare through you. So I guess technically, you know, right, it is his welfare. Let's see.
So quit worrying about my welfare, Amado. I'm telling you to make me an even bigger, badder monster than them.
Sure seems pretty powerful, bro. I'm not sure you're doing all that. He one-tap Boruto, and I highly doubt you're going to be either exactly Boruto level or even maybe near his level. I don't think you're going to be Boruto level once he upgrades you. Let's see.
Bigger, badder monster than them. Use any means necessary, whether scientific or otherwise, to make me stronger beyond all limits. Divine trees, code, and Boruto. You only reunite with your daughter after I slaughter them all.
Maybe we shouldn't give this guy unlimited power. Maybe we shouldn't give this guy unlimited power. I mean, Boruto said, notably, it's likely happened, right? Because Kashin Koji recommended Boruto to tell Kawaki to go do it. So, like, presumably, it's fine. Boruto can probably still diff full power Kawaki. And notably, this would not be the first time we had a character remove their limits and then get diffed anyway. Y'all remember Code? I know Ikimoto barely does. But, like, y'all remember Code? Yeah, it could happen again. Let's see. Ugh. I wonder if he's gonna get infused with anything like Shibai's DNA though. Like that technically could be a means to make him even stronger. Let's see. Oh, the glazing. Oh, the meat writing. I know that you wish that was you, but let's see. This is the best day of my life. To get to talk so much with you, KONOHAMURU-chan. I say don't beat this down bad, but she's like 5 days. I say hours, but the time is passing universe. She's like 5 days old. I guess talking to your crush probably means a whole lot. Let's see.
Well, not that I've been.
Oh yes. See, even the manga knows it.
Well, not that I've been alive very long, but I'm still so happy. Konohamaru-chan, well...
Whoa. Well, I mean, Konohamaru, do it for science, dog. Like, is it bad that Loki, like, I want you to pull a guy who piped down Kaguya, bro. Like, I kind of want to know what'll happen. And, like, considering their Kappa, like, how long would the gestation process typically take? Like, it varies from species to species. Like, I forget. Like, doesn't an elephant take, like, a year? Like, I know humans have typically an 8 to 9 month gestation period. And then I know elephants have longer. I know blue whales, like, take forever to reproduce. Pandas, you know, just, they real rough. Like, they try to extinct themselves with how rough their gestation periods are. But, I mean, Konohamaru, for science, bro. For science, for the sake of the village. I mean, be a real strong kid. Let's see.
Wait, hold on. I'm so sorry, but could you not call me that?
Hey! Konohamaru! Don't tell the man. Let her feed for you. I mean, I get it. Unlike a lot of the comments on many different platforms and areas, you may not be in a triple. One of you sub out for Konohamaru right now.
Let's see. Could you not call me that?
Uh-huh. Why? What's wrong?
Konohamaru, you're selling the back. Then again, it is like a clone of his best friend. I gotta remember that. I always gotta think back. Would I fumble the bat? But then again, that's the thing. I just don't have. I can't relate to this as directly as I could. Let me think. I don't have a wife either. So like, I really can't relate to this for Konohamaru. But like, even then, there are some people who just exclusively call me like some, like, for reference. Obviously, some people call me Penny, and by some people, I literally mean one person. Like, one person calls me Penny because it's that guy with the pencil. They just go by Penny. And they're like, oh, Penny. I'm like, okay. like I don't know. I understand and respect the value of names, but like, call me what you need, I guess. So even one person I deeply cared about were just to call me one thing, and then I hear someone else do it, it'd be weird at first, but I'd be like, oh, okay. That's how you refer to me as. Especially like in Konohamaru's situation, I know this is kind of just my friend speaking, just with less social barriers. Let's see.
There's only one person who calls me that. So you see, it surprises me too, but it's giving me goosebumps. Like, I didn't think I'd ever want to use my wood on a wood-style tree.
Well, let's see.
You don't mind, do you? Just call me Konohamaru?
Oh, this plotline, bro.
Only one person? And who's that?
So, funny story about that. Funny story. It's you, but not you. It's you, but yeah, do the divine, because we know did the divine tree people count as kids? Of like the tree that bites them and their original? Does that? Ugh. It's like, is divine, but then again, I guess in this case the divine tree is always the mama, or at least the one who carries the kid and then pops them out. And then they take the personality of the, I don't know, it's weird. Let's see.
And who's that?
Oh, don't read too much into it.
Konohamaru, it's too late.
You wouldn't happen to be referring to Kazamatsuri?
Oh, I didn't know her name was, oh. Huh. So her name is derived from, oh, I didn't realize that. Wait a minute. Why is he named Hidari then? Sasuke Uchiha and Hidari have nothing to do with each other. What's the bug tree's name? I always call him Bug Tree. What's his name? Well, no, I know his name isn't Bug. Like whatever Bug Tree's real name, the clone's name is. It's not Bug. And Ryu, that's not Shinky. So that's very interesting. I wonder why only her name is derived from her original name.
You wouldn't happen to be referring to Kazamatsuri Moegi, would you? I'm right, aren't I? So, what is that woman to you exactly?
It's because she's a unique being. Technically, that isn't like cheating on yourself. That'd be weird. Like, I cannot think of an example that is at least appropriate. We'll see. Oh. But yeah, see, look at it. I think that's a neat character design though. Like the idea that it's a leaf and she can control it, like that's an extension of her what's up. I like that. Let's see.
Answer me, Sarutobi Konohamaru.
Dude, she was all in her feelings. She was all in the vibe. She was feeling a certain type of way about Konohamaru, and then he brought up another woman. Rookie move, buddy. Rookie move. Let's see. Okay, so it's all going south. Oh, he did it. It's probably fake. He probably made it out of sand or something. Or he teleported someone else's bulb or like an empty bulb. Like, there's no way.
Ah, I see. Using the Thorn Soul bulb as bait. That's some super smart thinking.
And he just pops one out. Yeah, but see, I don't think they know. Do they? Like, what's that, the Batman meme with, Paul Dano? As the Riddler? Do they know? I don't think they know. But I don't think that's Ryu's. Like, maybe it is, because it looks like it tears his clothes, but I don't think that's Ryu's. I think that's another Thorn Soul bulb, or like an empty one. And he may be baiting them right now. I think he's baiting them, and Yoda's gonna fall for the bait, and everything's gonna go south. Because clearly, this interaction's already going south, the Amado interaction's going south, so this is gonna go bad.
A thorn bulb, just like the one I saw before.
So that's...
A thorn bulb.
Interesting. They're just calling it Thorn Bulb. I think Thorn Soul Bulb is actually more interesting.
Now then, let's see if they bite.
Oh, he's turning away?
Yoda, no!
Let's see.
What?
Yeah, see, he's baiting them, yeah. And he caught her in the iron. You are so stupid, yo. But then again, I can't, that's the thing. I always gotta think. I'm always like trying to be sympathetic and empathetic and try to put myself in scenarios. But I've never been in a scenario like this. So, presumably, she loves Shinki. She really loves Shinki. So like, obviously, this insult to him is probably too hard to think of and too hard to ignore.
What the? I can't move at all.
Gotcha. I thought that this might be the case.
Ugh, he's not as dumb as he acts. Of course. How'd you think he is?
Huh?
What?
Ryu's iron sand is coating our entire bodies?
That's very fine to control.
That's low, dear Shinobi friends. Your betrayal is going to give me some serious trouble.
I love Ryu. Okay. I still think I like Juno more just because I like his character archetype more. But Ryu, he's easy number 2, though. I love him.
It's going to give me some serious trouble.
I want to be friends. Pencil's even going to adopt me. But he saw my feet this chapter and he's not. Y'all know what this is like. I'm in pain.
I think you need to be punished.
Oh. Okay, Ryu getting a little freaky. Oh, is he controlling their body with the iron sand? All right, let's see.
My body's moving on its own.
Oh, wow. Forcing her to attack Yoda? I mean, who cares? Who cares about Yoda? Womp womp. Rip. Let's see.
It's the iron sand. We're all being manipulated by it. Just like puppets.
I like that, though. I wonder if that's Ryu subconsciously doing that. Once again, because of relation to his uncle Kankuro, or like, Ryu's original, Shinki's Uncle Kankuro, is a puppet user. And I wonder if he's using the iron sand in a similar way to that, because just subconsciously thinking it like that. Let's see. Because, like, realistically, Ryu could kill them. Like, even with the iron sand, he could fill their lungs. And then tear the iron sand out of their body. He could do it. He could easily do it. He's very specifically doing this to mess with them. Let's see. Uh-oh. Ooh, what was that? It looks like a blade, but it didn't do any damage.
Huh? I'm back in control. The iron sand was dispelled?
Lodestone. Sand-stealing blade.
Oh, interesting.
Shinki, I never thought I'd have to use this jutsu that I created for us in this way. Shinki, will you lend us a hand? Will you lend us a hand too? With this battle? Oh, what the heck? That's so not fair!
Ryu, if you don't sneeze a bijou bomb in their general direction, dog, and wipe them off the face of the planet, but okay. Overall, a W chapter. Everything going south was very predictable, though. I will admit, like, obviously it was going to go south. There's no way it was actually going to work. But
it went south in interesting ways. I'll admit though, the one plot line I am purely 100 million duodecillion% fine with, and how it's executed and everything. I am purely fine with the Amado plotline here, and the conflict and contrast that's coming on both sides, from Amado's own desires and wants for Kawaki to do certain things, from Kawaki's own wants and desires to be all powerful in order to complete his very murderous goals, and Sumeri, she's just there, because Sumeri's always just there. She's irrelevant. But with it being the case, I'm perfectly fine with all that. I think this is an interesting character conflict. I can't wait to see where that goes. But I'll admit, and I know, character flaws, they're still human, even if their occupation is ninja. This is a legendary fumble from KONOHAMURU. You just had to give the tree your wood style, bro. That's all you had to do. You did not have to fumble the bag this way, KONOHAMURU. I get it. You're in a rough emotional state right now, but you are also a full-grown adult. I can more excuse the teenagers on the side of the sand. Like, I can excuse Yodo more, because she's very clearly shrouded by bloodlust and very clearly also in the same sort of emotional scenario that you are KONOHAMURU. But KONOHAMURU, you're a full-grown adult, a full-grown ninja. You should have known not to sell the bag here, especially when you were doing so well before. It seems like she almost wanted you to pipe her down. Like I said, transmuted the wood style. But KONOHAMURU's fumble, not the biggest fan of that. I feel like it's really dumb that he fumbled the bag. I'm interested to see how he gets out of this, though, because presumably, I don't think she's actually going to harm him, because she would have if she wanted to. But Ryu, I like that Ryu baited them. And once again, I don't even think this is his. Because presumably he can't just release that. I mean, maybe he can, but he probably can't just release that. So I think he did full-on bait them. I like that Ryu baited them, but the fact that Yodo fell for the bait so easily is like, are you stupid? Are you dumb? I get it was their plan to expose Ryu and take him down when his guard was down, but do you think after he brought up the fact that the Thorn Soul bulbs are dangerous, and then he suddenly just spawned one, after he already mentioned that he noticed your extreme bloodlust, do you really think I get they came into this under the pretext that the Shinju were naive, but to assume they are that naive when they're this powerful and made from people you actually know who are also ninja, that's so stupid. But I'm excited to see all the battles that unfold. I'm interested to see if Amado ends up acquiescing with Kawaki and just goes along with them. I'm interested to see how KONOHAMURU specifically gets out of his situation, and who gonna fall. Presumably Mr. Sand Sealing Blade here is gonna fall somehow, some way, because he wants to protect Yodo, because he has feelings for Yodo, presumably, or at least cares for a lot. So I'm interested to see how all that goes. But if you've been all the way to the end of this video, please do me a favor and leave generational fumble, because I think both of the parties dealing with the Shinju fumble the bag horrifically here. Leave generational fumble in the comment section down below. Thanks so much for watching. Please remember to leave a like, share, comment, and subscribe. Make sure you hit that little notification bell so you don't miss out on any videos that come to the channel. Also, you even have a Patreon down below where you can support me for as low as $1 a month. He does exclusive videos, early content, and more. And so now become a member to the channel for as low as $3 a month to get the same perks and more. So those perks include the live reactions to every series I have to review, ad-free reactions of all my videos, and if you become a $25 patron or a $25 member, you can order whatever video you want. Also, do a link to my Ko-Fi in the description down below, where you drop 5 beans for a short video, 20 beans for a long video, or any beans at all. Any support is always greatly appreciated. Now, I'd like to thank you so much for watching, and I hope you guys have a wonderful day. This is That Guy with a Pencil, writing off. I'd like to give a thank you to our sketch tier members: Greyhound, Eternal Flame, Red Wolf 4765, Astro, Super Flame Zero, Glacier, XZ, G Prosper, Planet Crone, Zeta, and Brandon Payne. Then I'd like to give a little thank you to our line art tier patrons: Sean, Midnight Lord 21, Kevin, Encarnacion, and A+A. And then I'd like to give a huge thank you to our Ink tier members: Fine, Austin Wimberly, Euchiha, Yuki Ally, and Carlo Alaimo. Then I'd like to give a gargantuan thank you to our digital art tier members: J Warrior and AZ Void. Then I'd like to give another gargantuan thank you to our colored art tier patrons: Overlord Zero, Waki Minoz, and Idemokami. Then I'd like to give a final legendary top of the line thank you to our That Guy with a Pencil tier patron, the glorious king, Calvin Elder.